What you been waiting for these past 2 days? It's fast money, women in my life. I want to say this before I begin. I'm a storyteller. This is what I do, and I'm good at it. And on this channel, you're gonna get some amazing content. It's only gonna get better. Trust me, it's only gonna get better. So what I want you to do is I want you to share these videos. If you love these videos, share them so that this can grow. Because there's no telling where my stories can go. Let's begin. Pretty Ricky's fall. So, I'm waiting for this baby to happen. You know what I'm saying? Any day, she's coming. You know, we found out that it was a she. I got back into the Nubian Nation. I don't know why I did, you know, because I left it, and I should have left it in the past. But I got back into it for so-called infrastructure, discipline. So here I am, I'm with the Malachi Z. York is Innocent campaign, and I have a website out. I put out my first book. Things are going great. You know, I'm doing spoken word CDs in order to push the book, you know, for a promotion, promoting my book. Man, things are just going great, man. You know, like I said before, we decided, you know, the mother and I decided to become vegetarians. I mean, things were going great. I was selling CDs, wholesaling CDs. I was making money. I was saving money. I had a separate account for my daughter, you know, for her, and things were just going fabulous. Fabulous, man. You know, at that time, you know, it was just like a real awakening moment for me. You know, I started reading more, you know, besides Dr. York's books. I started reading more, and it was just like amazing, man. I started finding out about, you know, RFID chips. You know, I've been knew about them, you know, as far as dealing with the book Lo and Behold, the Pale Horse. I've been knew about it, but I got more in depthness about it. You know, I started reading about more of technology and what's to come. And the odd part about it is, Pretty Ricky helped me. He put me up on it. And it's crazy because, yeah, true indeed, he was a whore. True indeed, he shot people and he got shot at, he's stabbed, and he was what you call a thug, a menace to society. But this guy was highly intelligent. Highly intelligent. You know, so we would have conversations back and forth, you know, just like at least once or twice out of the week, we would have these conversations about, you know, what they call now transhumanism and the singularity and technological singularity. And he was a nerd just like I was. You know, we discussed comic books and video games. It was like I could never have a friend like him. You know what I'm saying? I could never have a friend like him. You know, highly intelligent, hood dude, a nerd, all of this wrapped into one, right? So, you know, we're having conversations back and forth or whatever. And, you know, he's telling me, while he's telling me this nerdy stuff, he's telling me about the woman he having sex with, right? So, you know, another chick, he got with another chick. This chick was white, so it's like Pretty Ricky was on some pro black stuff, right? But then, while he was in the midst of in the corporate world, somehow, some way, he got mixed in with, you know, wanting to have sex with white girls and stuff, right? So he's having sex with white girls. He's having sex with just about any other race except for the black race, right? So this one particular white girl he had sex with, he got her pregnant, and I didn't know nothing about it, right? So, he's going through what he's going through. He's going through what he's going through while he's dealing with his girlfriend and just everything. And all of a sudden, something happened down there. I don't know exactly what it was. I think it might have been a recession at that point in time. But everything just took a plummet. And he found himself messed up, like nowhere to go. And it was just bad for him. So what he had to do, he had to, and I knew it killed him in the inside. I knew it killed him in the inside. I knew it. But he asked me, yo, man, can I come up there, and get myself together, because things ain't working out right here. My girl, she on some other stuff, and my job and this and that. And I was like, say no more. So he got up here, and he's living with me. He knows that, I was into the Dr. Malachi York thing. Of course, he's from Brooklyn, so he's heard of Dr. York. At one point in time, he was like, yo, he wanted to join the Nation of Islam. But the thing of it is with Pretty Ricky, and which I admired, is that he never joined a specific group. Never. He was too strong for that. You know what I'm saying? He was too strong-minded for that. Even though he had his, thoughts about Dr. York and the Nubian Nation, he, just kept it to himself. So he allowed me to do whatever I wanted to do and think however I wanted to think. And at that point in time, while he was living with me, I was trying to get him into the Nubian Nation. And I seen him at times open up the books and read them and everything. And he was like, some of this stuff is, good, it's informative. But then I could see, like, especially when he picked up the book, Man for Planet Risk, I could see the disappointment on his face, because he's, I could kind of read his mind, like, man, this is my friend. And look, we're not friends. We're no longer friends anymore. We're brothers. And he's sitting back saying to himself, I can read his mind. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. He's saying to himself, I can't believe this dude, my brother believes in this garbage. That this man's from another planet. You know what I'm saying? But he, like I said, he never said anything to me. At that point in time, Pretty Ricky had fell so hard to the point where, I'm not lying, it was like every day he would wear a hoodie. Every day he would wear a hoodie, a hood over. He would whether he was outside or whether he was inside the house, he always wore a hoodie, and he had the hood over his face. That's just how disgusted he was with himself. That's just how disappointed he was with himself. Here it is. It's the roles are reversed now. Now he's staying with me. As at one point in time, I was staying with him. Now imagine this. This is a grown man. I'm a grown man. We in a 1-bedroom apartment. I just had my child, so the baby is like about 6 months old, and he doesn't have a job. I go out and I'm making money, and he's seeing me, making money every day, and I could understand it. I could understand how it infuriated him. And then he couldn't do certain things that he wanted to do. Like one time we was almost about to get in a fight, and I know he remembers this. I didn't eat pork. I was a vegetarian. He ate whatever he wanted to eat, so one day he had bought like a, no, he didn't buy it. He was about to buy it. No, he did buy it. He bought like a pizza, right? A frozen pizza. He was like, yo, man, can I cook this in your oven? And I was like, yo, man, we don't cook pork in here, because they had pepperonis on it, right? And he was like, listen, man, I'll burn some incense. I just want to make this pizza, right? And I'm like, yo, man, don't make that pizza in my damn apartment, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, yo, it's about to be a problem, because I know how he is and I know how I am, right? Make the long story short, he didn't make the pizza, and I'm glad that he didn't, because it would have been a problem. So, but later on I understood it. Like, he just wanted to have some type of, how can I put it? Just some type of control over his life, and now he can't even control what he eats. So, those are some dark days for him, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to get him through it. One day we went, he had wound up, getting a job there, right? And he didn't have a car when he got here, so he wound up getting this Chrysler Sebring. It was a convertible, all black. It was a nice car, just like this Laura he had. And one day, he took me to the spot, and we just chilled. Now, his face is stiff. Everybody's, coming up to me and like, yo, man, what's up? How you doing? They buying CDs and whatever, and they see him with me, and they like, yo, what's up with him? And I'm like, yo, that's my brother and everything. And they like, yo, he don't know how to say hi or nothing. Like, he's just stiff. And then, he's smoking cigarettes and everything, so he's just like stiff, right? So one night, this is crazy. He was like, his face was like mean bugging, right? So one day, this guy, I failed to mention this, but I'm gonna include him inside another series, right? This guy named O. He used to sell CDs and movies for me, and he used to sell CDs and movies for the ex-Nubian. One day, he came up, and he comes up and be like, yo, what's up, man? What's up? That's how you talk. What's up, man? How you doing, Lex? How you doing? How you doing? He used to stutter too, right? So one day, we were out there, and it got dark, and it was another dude, big dude. I forgot his name. I'm gonna call him Baby, right? He used to come up to the spot too, because there used to be a lot of people that used to just come up to the spot and chill, like I said, because I was mad cool and I was intelligent. We had these conversations, these big powwows, and it was just an amazing moment, man. I'm telling you, it was an amazing moment. Straight up, like the spot was just a place where you could just talk about any and everything, right? So he had came up, which is typical, you know what I'm saying? Baby, right? So he be messed up, like drunk, right? So he had an ice house. It was 22 ounce, right? He was drinking it. And it was kind of cold that night, right? So it was me, Baby, O, and Pretty Ricky. So we're standing there, right? Now, O, he walks up. So it's dark. We can't hardly see him, right? So he walks up, and we like move up to the light. So we're talking. So I'm looking at O, and I'm looking at him like, yo, what's going on? So he's like, yo. So I know what you're looking at, right? So that dude, right? So like, you know how your mustache is like right here and right here, right? He had his mustache. He had a mustache right here, and then half of that was cut off. So I said, yo, what happened to your mustache? He was like, well, I had an interview. He said he had an interview, right? He messed up and cut half of his mustache off. And I said, yo, why you didn't cut it all off? He was like, I ain't had the time to, right? So even Pretty Ricky had to laugh, man. And we just talked about him the whole night, just joking on him the whole night. And Baby will put the icing on the cake. Baby was like, man, y'all need to leave that brother alone. Can't you see, based on his mustache, that he's going through some things. Yo, we were joking on him the whole night. And Pretty Ricky at that moment, you know what I mean? I saw like him just lighten up, right? So I forgot to mention this dude, but we're gonna bring him up in other stories, right? So I sold the CDs, and right next to me, a dude sold the movies. Now this dude, he was from Brooklyn, New York, but he always fronting like he got something, but he don't have anything, right? So he used to go through all of these different type of cars, right? And they all used to be bum cars. Like one car he had, it was a Coupe de Ville or something like that. He got for the rag top, he had snake skin for the rag top, right? And he swear them down it was real snake skin, right? Anyway, this particular car he got, because that got totaled or something like that. This particular car he had, it was like a clown car. It was a Yugo, right? You know those cars that the clowns get out of? That's the type of car he had, right? So when you crank it up, it will make all types of noises like, and it'll spit out smoke and all of that, right? So while we were joking, the dude that sold the movies that I was telling you, the car that he had, he gets in the car and it's like, and it wouldn't crank. So he got out of the car and slammed the door. And then he came up to the table. He was like, yo, I want that one, that one, and that one. So he's trying to front, right? He want to buy CDs because he's trying to play it off like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna warm. I'm gonna wait until the car, get right, and then I'm gonna get in it. He's trying to front, right? Like that car ain't gonna like as if that car is gonna crank, but we know it ain't gonna crank, right? So he buys some CDs, right? And he gets back in the car. So Pretty Ricky was like, yo man. He said, what you got in your engine? A bunch of gerbils? He said you got a bunch of gerbils in your car that don't. And then the dude didn't respond, and he cranked the car up, and it was like, and he drove off real slow. Yo, that night was a night to remember, man. And for that night, Pretty Ricky's fall from grace, he forgot about it for that moment. And I'm gonna end it right there. Stay tuned, it only gets better. My name is Langston.26. I want you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. 1.